Welcome back to another game of 7 Point Highlander. Today we are playing the final game of Wollongong Good Games annual Top 16 Invitational. I'm Ariel on an 8-point Jeskai Moons list. I want to start the game off with some cantrips and cheap counter magic into a game-ending prison-style Blood Moon or Harbinger of the Seas.
Yep, and I'm Mouse, playing 4-color control, where your magic is determined by my cards and my permission spells. Our endgame involves wheels into payoffs such in the forms of Orcish Bowmasters, Narset, Hole Breacher, or Shieldred.
Get ready for the next battle.
Looks like I'm on the play here. I'm going to fetch, probably going to shock as well, and drop a Darcy.
Which will be met with a mental misstep. So, go to my turn. You're on 17, I'm on 18. I'll take a draw, I'll play a fetch, you'll go.
I'm just going to play fetch immediately for a basic plains, and we will drop a Ledger Shredder.
So I'll crack this Marsh Flats, get an Underground Sea into a Spell Snare. I am on 17, and I believe you're on 16?
Yep, and pass to you.
Alright, go to my turn, I'll start with a Brainstorm. Sorry, it's a Preordain. So
Preordain.
Top draw, we'll get probe, going down to 15.
Spot 2 counter spells, a cantrip, and a Corey Steelcutter.
Yep, nice. We'll play this Flood Strand and pass to go.
Okay, we'll drop a Corey Steelcutter. No land or second spell for turn.
Yep, and we shall crack this Flood Strand for basic plains. Island cycle for Volcanic Island. Go to my turn, we'll take a draw. Play this Volcanic Island, and Prismatic ending the Corey Steelcutter.
Okay, we're going to spend our Force of Negation here, exiling Expressive Iteration. Don't quite have the mana for that.
We'll take the hint to Turak, I guess, and we'll pass the turn.
Okay, so we're going to Preordain to start our turn off. Hopefully find a land and a second spell here. No land, but we're going to get probe here, going down to 14.
The land dream is still alive. You'll get a draw.
Yep. So spot a Soldier's Edict, Otherworldly March of Otherworldly Light. Pass to you after combat. Pass to you.
Yep, so I will go down to 12. Go to my turn. I'll start with an Expressive Iteration. I don't spot a land in that pile, which is unfortunate, so we'll exile this Unearth. We'll put this card at the bottom, this card in hand, and we're just simply going to pass the turn.
Okay, we're going to start our turn off with combat. 2 damage and pass. No action.
So we'll drop down to 10, and we will go to Inquisition during our turn.
We're going to Brainstorm in response. Draw 3, we spot Flage, Unholy Heat Ajani, or Gas. Heat not so much. And then we're going to Daze your Inquisition, returning our Steam Vents. Corey Steelcutter will trigger, make a monk. That's our second spell.
Yep, and we shall pay 1 for days, and we shall get rid of the Ajani.
Alrighty, looks like I put Flage back on top.
And then we're just going to march your Corey Steelcutter, pitching this Ephemerate. Your turn.
Okay, we'll just attack again with our 2 monks. No Paris triggers, and pass back to you.
Yep, so we drop down to 8. Go to our turn, we'll start with a stock up, looking at top 5 cards, putting 2 of these to hand. We'll play this Bloodstained Mire, fetching up a Swamp, and we shall Thoughtseize you.
It's a lot of life. You're going down to 5 here.
Yep, I am down to 5. So
Spot
we'll
a
just
Fable
take
of
your
Mirrorbreaker.
Fable, and we'll just pass the turn.
Okay, we're going to go send those 2 monks in again. No Paris triggers. It's 2 damage.
Yep,
Put
so
you
we
to
go
3.
down to 3. Get our turn, we shall play a Misty Rainforest into a Brainstorm. Let's draw these 3 cards, put these 2 cards back. We shall Colligan's Command in the year 2025, dealing 2 damage to a monk and making you discard a card. And we shall fetch for an island and play Tamio. Your go.
Alright, well you're on 2. We top deck a Prismatic Vista and Shade the Flage.
Yeah, so we knew the Flage was coming. So we shall lose there. So we're just going to start with a Polluted Delta into an Undercity Sewers after your Surveil. and we shall leave ours on top. You bin your Mystic Sank.
Yep. And have some confusion over whose turn it is, and then go to your turn. You can play a land.
Yeah. Alright, your go.
Alrighty, I'm gonna drop my land and Corey Steelcutter coming out again. It resolves, so I'll play a Mishra's Bauble to trigger that monk, and then we're gonna crack Mishra's Bauble to peek at your library, coming in for 2.
Yeah, nice. So we'll drop down to 17 because we will fetch our land and we'll play Failure.
Got a daze for that failure, returning our Surveil land.
Don't have one to pay, so it will get counted. We shall play a Scalding Tarn here. Then we shall start our turn with an Inquisition.
I've got a misstep for you, paying 2 life, going down to 18. It's 18 to 16 now.
Yep, your go.
Alrighty, monk coming in, hot for 2 damage, no prowess triggers.
Yep, go down to 14.
Missing all my land drops. You're just gonna draw and pass. I'll draw no land, coming in hot with the monk again, putting you down to 12.
Yep, and then we'll fetch on end step, going down to 11 into a Hull Breacher.
Got a Pyroblast ready for the Hull Breacher.
Nice. So we shall match your missing land drops with our own missing land drops, and we shall snap Caster into an Inquisition.
Spotting a Harbinger of the Seas and a Voice of Victory.
Yeah,
with a couple other
spotting
cantrips.
a couple of good cards. Voice of Victories can't be casted, but we are scared of the Harbinger, so we'll pick that and we'll pass turn.
Okay, we've got EI for our turn. Hopefully finding a land. We do find a basic plains. Gonna drop that one. And we're gonna cast Arkham's Astrolabe. It's Snow Plains. Triggering Corey Steelcutter. That's our second spell per turn. Coming in for 5 damage.
Yeah, coming in hot. We shall trade off our Snapcaster on the token, but you'll trample over, so we'll still take 4, going down to 7. We're
Score is now
paying life
18
for
to
this
7.
gift code, going down to 5, drawing a card. We're gonna EI, we're still spinning some wheels. And we've got a thought seize. Do we really want to pay another 2 life for this? We shall. Let's have a look.
Going down to 3 in
We're
bolt
down
range.
to 3. Take away that back to basics. We're still scared about the moon strategy.
Okay, on our turn we'll drop a Voice of Victory, try to cast a Hydro Blast, and call it there.
Yep. So, what do you think about those pair of games?
Both sides were low on lands, but I happened to land a Corey Steelcutter that just went unanswered for a little bit too long. I produced 2 tokens. That's all it needed to close the game out.
Yep, I think your deck just operated on lower land counts better than my deck did. That Corey Steelcutter was definitely a definitive factor into why that is. Because if you didn't have that Corey Steelcutter, or that cantripping, spinning your own wheels, it wouldn't have resulted in me taking so much damage. Me missing land drop was very detrimental. I could never reach my end game of wheeling into a Bowmaster or something of the sort. But sometimes that happens. That's magic. What is your most valuable card there?
The Corey Steelcutter definitely took that game. It did all of the work on its own. With some help from double spelling.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Corey Steelcutter definitely MVP in this match. Thank you for watching, guys. See you next time.